Okay, I think that I do want to put a lot more emphasis on mental illness. You could talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? How they say, you don't know until you don't walk in my shoes. But why the fuck I want to walk in your shoes? My shoes fit me just fine. My mental illness is not the same as yours. Even though it falls in the same umbrella, it's still a disease. It still could destroy the most powerful of things. I think sometimes when they say, what is that bullshit that affect some animals to get shots for it? What's that shit? You know, the dog that gives rabies. And I don't know. I think that's what happens when mental illness goes untreated. You know, your mind just gets all fucked up. And sometimes all you need to do is just talk to somebody to be able to just hear somebody else saying something that you're saying inside your own head all the time, every day. But you can't put your finger on why me. But that in itself could be a disease. Just asking why. Don't ask no fucking reason why. Deal with the situation. Find a solution. I know it's not that easy to do for some people, but you ain't got much goddamn choices. Shit, you either gotta find a solution or die. If you're not ready to die, keep on searching. Don't give up. Keep on searching, but you got to get inside your head. I mean, really deep. It's some kind of like, once you get peace of mind, that's a good solution for I don't know, antidote might not be the right phrase. I'm used to dealing with antidote to deal with your mental illness, because if you got peace of mind, you just don't give a fuck. I think that's what mental illness has a lot to do, is worrying about what somebody else think. They're gonna think I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Think what they want to think, but I'm the one that gotta live inside this goddamn head. They say, oh, you act like you don't want living in your head. I am the only one living in my head. There's a bunch of other motherfuckers out there, but they don't live there. They just rent. Why let a motherfucker live rent free in your head if you can start charging them rent? I guess one way to charge them rent is to get peace of mind. Just let them be there in their head. There's a movie I watched years ago. Oh Lord, right on the tip of my tongue. A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe in it. You ever see that?
Years ago.
Yeah, that movie. Now that's real life. That's real life. And people deal with mental illness every day, all forms, all levels of life. Here, this man is winning a Nobel Peace Prize, and he has a mental illness. Something will be with him for the rest of his natural born life. If you ain't watched that movie, watch that movie. It's called A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. I'm not one to, suggest movies to people to watch, because I've got things in my head that just don't let me do that. But this right here, this is one thing I'm going to recommend to anybody out there that's dealing with any type of mental illness. I don't care whether it was isolation, that's a form of mental illness. Whether alcoholism, that's, believe it or not, that is a form of mental illness as well. No matter what it is, watch this movie. I mean, with the open eyes and heart. Don't just watch the movie. It will enlighten you. It enlightened the hell out of me. I mean, how can a person, did I do that? How can a person with a mental illness win a Nobel Peace Prize? It makes you wonder. But save that wonder not for them, for yourself. Don't worry about other folks. Worry about yourself. Do what makes you happy. If it's not gonna hurt nobody else, you gotta do what's gonna make you happy. And it doesn't make me happy to hurt nobody. So I'm sure, if you got that type of mental illness where you want to take out some kind of anger or hostility on another human being or another plant, animal, dog, anything, you need to seek some professional help. If you really get to the point that you want to hurt somebody and you want to say that blame it on your mental illness, then it probably is your mental illness that's making you feel this way. But if you get to that point where you want to hurt somebody, please, call and talk to somebody, because that's not the way mental illness is supposed to be. Mental illness, my mental illness, I embrace it. People think that, I don't know what they think. I don't give a fuck either what they think. Shit. Speaking of what they think. But it makes me feel good to be able to say what I want to say. And I'm not going to say anything intentionally to hurt nobody. And I'm not hardly going to say anything accidentally to hurt nobody. Because that's not what my mental illness does. It keeps me from doing something like that. Because that mental illness, I would be one that, there have been times in my life where I want to hurt somebody, hurt something. But through time, with my higher power, first of all, and the professionals in my life, it makes it easy for me to just not do that and not want to do that. Instead, channel that energy toward peace of mind. And sometimes you get peace of mind just by saying what you want to say with no intentions to hurt nobody. We ain't got to say it, every time something come out of our mouth, got to be something that's going to hurt somebody. You might not believe this, but it'll make you feel damn good if you start saying stuff instead of hurting someone. Just make them feel good and see how good it makes you feel. To say something to somebody. Hello, good morning, how you doing? Damn, I don't even know those folks. But so, that's the good part about it. You ain't got to know them. You know yourself. You know that's what you would want someone to do to you in the morning. Just because they don't know you. There's no reason not to say good morning. Say good morning, how you doing? See how much better it makes you feel. And no telling how good it's going to make that other individual feel that knows that people don't do that. People don't speak to nobody for no reason unless they want something. I want something. I want to say good morning to you to make you have a good day. I want to be part of the reason that you're having a good day. And all I have to do is say good morning. Hello. Good afternoon. How much does that fucking cost? Well, shit. 500,000 maybe. Shit. You gotta have the humor. That makes it so much better. When you can see humor. People, what they say, I'm a strong believer. There's something good and bad in everything in this world. There's some good and bad itself. If you seek, you shall find. If you look for the good, you will find the good in good. If you look for the bad, you will find the bad in good. And once you're able to do that, it helps you so much better to control, or not to control, but to deal with your peace or your mental illness. It's like the insulin that you need for a diabetic sometimes, when you can just feel good inside because you make somebody else feel good. It doesn't cost that much. I'm joking about the 500,000. I'm not joking about the 500,000. No shit. Let me just keep that real about instead of lying about. I was joking, but no, I'm not joking about that shit. 500,000. Come on, bring it on. I ain't mad at you. We can start with nickels and dimes. Shit. Okay. But to look at another human being like you look at yourself. That's worth millions, worth more than 500,000. Because, oh damn, I'm gonna have to go for a minute here, but I will be back.